Hi, Sue.
Hi, Faye.
So you're going to be at the walk?
Of course I am.
What walk? Where?
That is the the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's, Washtenaw County, October 8th at Pioneer High School.
Oh, what a great cause. You're watching A3 Aging Ann Arbor, where we talk about aging and what you need to know. I'm Faye Molitor.
And I'm Sheila Doden.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to A3 Aging Ann Arbor. We are here and very happy to be here with Sue Prynn, the development manager for the Alzheimer's Association.
Hello.
Hi.
I really am excited to be here. Nervous, but ecstatic to be with you two. You're two of my favorite people in the world, so I'm excited.
You're pretty fantastic yourself, Sue Prynn. So we are super excited to have you because, number one, we know the walk is right around the corner, so like a month away.
Yep.
So it's crunch time. And number two, just to talk to you about kind of what you do and kind of why the Alzheimer's Association was your draw. What drew you to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where do we want to start first?
Let's talk a little bit about the walk because that's coming up, and
absolutely.
I think that'll lead us into the other parts of the association.
Right.
So,
well, the walk in itself, so it's held annually. This year we have over 600 community nationwide, and we've had one in Washtenaw County now since 1991. It is our fourth year, I believe, at Pioneer High School, and it's October 8th. We have registration starts at 10. We have an amazing opening ceremony at 11, and then we walk. And people always say, well, what is walk? Well, what it is just generic terms. It's the world's largest fundraiser for Alzheimer's care support and research, as well as awareness. So that's in a nutshell. But you two also have personal stories as well about what walk is, and so you know about it too.
So many, experience. It is a great day.
Yeah.
So just to preface it, that day is, there's no feeling on earth like the feeling of all of the folks coming together that are even kids, even the high school kids, the volunteers, and then all the folks that have family members that were afflicted with it, or all the folks that work with people in the community that were afflicted with it, or people who just are passionate about the cause coming together. And it's just such a cool vibe. It really is. But we do it for many different reasons. I mean, personal reasons, but also, we work with many people that have
Well, you and Senior Health have
dementia.
been amazing partners with us on many, many different levels, from volunteering to supporting things, at the walk itself, the refreshment table and everything. But I want to tap in a little bit about what you said about the different generations that are at the walk. And what I can personally say is that since we've moved to Pioneer High School and the increase of awareness within all generations, you can see multi-generations at the walk. I have had the amount of student engagement increase from both U of M as well as Eastern, from volunteering, starting a team, fundraising, sharing the awareness within their organizations and groups, and getting other people involved, and having our programs to come into where we do educational programs with the organizations. But I now have 3 different high school groups coming to the walk as well, saying, can we do this for you? Can we highlight this? And it's just amazing because it's touching everyone.
Yeah.
And it's just, it is a great moment.
Yeah.
It's the largest support group, I guess you could say. People think that it's not, it's inspirational, it's motivational. It's a great way to honor your loved ones, as well as to come together and support the individuals that are going through the journey that you may have already gone through.
yeah. And I think that is the key, is having the younger folks be involved in not only the walk itself, but understanding, what that looks like, so that they can teach other people, right, how to do that and better approach folks. And it's just a huge value. I think it brings a lot of value.
Yeah, for sure. It is heartwarming to hear that the younger generations, the teens, my goodness, that's amazing. I guess from your perspective, and I'm not trying to ask for stats or anything but from your perspective, do you think that a lot of the teens or the kids that are becoming involved in it are becoming involved because they are afflicted by someone in their family? Because I know
the answer is
there
yes.
are a large amount of people with dementia, so it's growing.
Yep. That's half the answer. The answer is yes.
Okay.
Just the other day, I was at Festival, and the amount of students that came to want to volunteer and engage in some way, shape, or form, generally they were saying their aunt, their uncle, best friend's mother that they call mom, and they want to be involved in some way. The other aspect is that they are pre-health, pre-med, and they are either focusing on this as their specialty, or because of their personal engagement or awareness, they don't feel there's enough focus on this as well as just the aging aspects in their training. They want to do more. In fact, I'm not kidding you. I have an email waiting for me from another student from U of M that wants to be involved in some way, shape, or form. And that just gets me excited because that's our future.
Right.
That is how we're going to continue this legacy, continue growing the awareness, and continue growing of the funds to support. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The research that's happening today is ecstatic. We're excited. And I know what I do with the walk and partnering with amazing organizations and businesses like yourselves to create, to raise these critical funds to support what the Alzheimer's Association does on multiple levels.
So let's go in that direction.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what some of the research that is being done and where those funds do go when people give to the Alzheimer's Association.
Well, and I'm going to pull out. This is a stat that I always have to look at.
Yeah, sure.
You
need to. You need to remember it all.
Right now, we have engaged in over 1,000 active projects in over 53 countries, and it's $300 million plus that we've invested.
Wow.
So that's just part of what our money goes towards. Okay. So when people think locally, I do know that there's, I want to say 11 research projects that are funded here in the state of Michigan. And I want to say there's 2 or 3 of them here at U of M. So these are things that are happening locally as well. So we are a national organization with grassroots local community engagement.
Nice. And if somebody was interested in looking at those 11 different types of studies that are being done, how would they find those?
You go to the national website, that's alz.org, and click on research, and it'll take you to multiple different things. It'll share information as to what we are involved in, we're engaged in, not only what we are doing with our own research, because there are a couple of research in, don't ask me on those right now. I know one's a pointer study.
They're not there too.
One is a pointer study, and that is they are focusing on wellness. So, health, mental, cognitive, social, all sleep.
So wellness in the aspect of curbing the onset of. So keeping your mind and body healthy, nutrition, exercise-wise, or whatever.
Yeah, social engagement's huge too.
To keep that healthy.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. So we say what's good for your heart is good for your brain.
Yeah.
So, but we're engaging on this to see what can be done because preventive maintenance is huge.
Yeah.
So, along with early detection and diagnosis. So.
Yeah. Well, it is part of the cure. If you can prevent it, that's part of the cure. Yeah. Gotcha. That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I love that.
So we're kind of geeking out over that. And research is just one of the things that we do. I want to say a lot of people don't understand or realize, understand's the wrong word, but realize we also do a lot of advocacy work to where we have an amazing team of volunteers, both statewide and federal, that help change policy that impact our constituents. Multiple different levels. What I will say is that our volunteers help be a voice to get a dementia unit here in the state of Michigan. And I know we're one of a handful of states that have a dementia unit. It's been added to the budget, so it is going to be every year, will continue to be approved. And we do have but there is a staff member that has already been hired and assigned, and one of the first successes is exciting. We have $1.85 million in $1.85 million in funds that we were awarded statewide to use.
That's cool.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
and this is through the dementia unit that our volunteers have had a very strong voice in having done. So this is what the Alzheimer's Association does, and this is what I do as part of the development team to raise the critical funds to support this amazing work that we're doing with the team and everything.
Now I have 5,000 questions about the dementia unit, so I'm not going to go there for real. My mind's reeling on this dementia unit thing. That's super cool. So.
And I did not bring the link to go to, but if you do go to the state, it is in there. It has their focus, the priorities that they're working on, and I want to say education and awareness is a huge one, which we all know.
Sure.
Education and awareness about Alzheimer's and dementia is lacking. So we're excited.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's great. That's super cool.
And hopefully we can entice our federal government to put some more money into that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Always, I'm like, bingo, yes. Well, and that's where the engagement of the students is what excites me.
Sure.
You know, they want to be a part of this. We do Advocacy Day every year. This year, 2024, it's going to be in May versus April. And I believe this is going to be past midterms for the students that want to be there. These last few years, the students have not been able to go because it's been midterms.
Oh, okay.
So it's May 7th, and so we're checking that so that the students that I'm involved and engaged with want to be there and want to be a part of Advocacy Day, where we talk with your local legislator, both the House and Senate, and talk about what we're wanting to change as far as policy goes.
Yeah.
So,
that's incredible.
Yeah. So I keep telling them, you have no idea the voices that want to be there.
So if you can't be there, then what would you do to reach out?
We actually have, it's called AIM, All's Impact Movement, and if you go to the website, I do have that website. And that is alls.impact.org, and you can be a part there. And it's an amazing organization as well. It's like a sister organization that has a voice to engage with volunteers looking for ambassadors, both state and federal wise, where engage with your state representative and have conversations as well as go there. But everyone is invited to be a part of Advocacy Day.
Yeah,
so.
it
is. It's great. If you haven't been to one,
we
it's
haven't
fun.
yet. So we'll try and make that happen. Now we can. Yes. We have a little more time these days to be able to do those.
I didn't know that about you.
So.
I learned something new today.
Yeah,
we definitely need to get you there.
Yeah,
it's a great day to be a part
Feels
of.
Like it'd be
Alzheimer's
a really
Association.
heartwarming thing to do, and that you would just feel like again all that vibe.
And you do it right inside the Capitol, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's an all day,
super cool,
and it's not intimidating. We meet for breakfast, and then. Matt Phelan right now, who's the one that put this together, they will coach you through, teach you. You get all the information on how to handle a conversation. Your representative they're not intimidating at all. It's actually quite fun.
Okay.
They are looking for information and to share your why, tell your story, and it's a great day. Yeah. It's a great day.
I'm glad you put it that way because it was always a little intimidating for me. So now that I know, I would be totally open to it. Plus, I've kind of come out of my shell a little bit.
I've been to two of them.
I might be able to handle it now.
Yeah, I've been to two of them, and I keep wanting to go. So
good.
I do.
All right. Well, maybe we'll all go together.
Yeah, there you go. Be careful.
I know.
So what this year for the walk? How many people are going to be here in Ann Arbor?
Our goal is to have over 800 participants, but it looks like we're going to have more than that.
Cool.
Also, we're looking to raise $135,000, and we're on our way. So it's a lot of engagement, but it's more than just coming. We have our sponsors there, vendors there. So it's an event. So we do want you to come early to visit the tables. I mean, we're going to have a barking lot. And
I love that. I was going to mention, I love that all the animals are there. Everybody brings their dogs all dressed up.
They come dressed up, and
pigs. One year there was a pig.
Yes, there was.
Yep.
And they're actually going to be able to get a professional photo with your pet
Oh,
the day of the event. So this is something fun.
That's so great.
Our DJ is Brett Cummings from Motor City HDJ, and he has done many of our walks. If you haven't seen him, he is a delight. He's amazing. He is a well-oiled machine at our walks. Martin Van Dyke, who last year did in-person interviews, he has since retired. However, he is going to be our MC this year. He wanted to come back again and be a part of the event.
That's so great.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
You know, so we have that. We have a selfie station. If you are, that's always a fun spot to be. This year we also have for our top teams, our champions, our sponsors and vendors, we have a special photo booth that's going to be there. So you're like, how do you become a champion? Well, the thing is, April Messer, she's going to be there, and she actually has a mobile studio.
Oh.
So that she will be on property, and it's for our champions, like I say, our high top fundraisers
That's
and
so
everything.
Cool.
And it's a great time. And how to get there? Well, to be a champion, those are individuals that have raised $500 or more, and you get a custom, professional photo the day of, and then we'll send you
Nice.
That's
super cool.
Yeah.
So she's got a studio?
It's a mobile studio.
Oh, that's cool.
They just drive it on up. It's great.
Did you have that? Is this the first year?
No, we did have it last year, but I
Oh,
feel how
yeah.
location is everything. Location is everything. We're bringing her up.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So do you
fun.
really? So we call it a walk. Do you really walk?
We do walk.
Okay.
So after all the fun things that are taking place during registration and the
Only the
entertainment,
dogs. Yeah.
but we also have it's a 2-mile walk. So
Okay.
we do kick it off with our Promise Garden ceremony, and if you haven't been a part of it, it's very motivational and inspirational. We do have the Promise Garden is made up of 4 different colored flowers. And we encourage you to come, and the participants write memories or just little messages of love. Whether it be if you're an advocate or to a loved one that you've lost, or to, you're a caregiver and you're just writing, a message to the person you're caring for. We have those that are there that have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia that are there as well. But each color represents a different meaning, and so like blue means that you are diagnosed with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia. Purple means you've lost a loved one. Yellow means that you're a caregiver or you're supporting a caregiver of a loved one that's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia. And then orange means that you're an advocate and a supporter for all those. I carry the orange one. I don't have a personal connection to the disease, but my mission and my passion is to make sure that I don't have that personal connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, I was introduced to the Walk to End Alzheimer's through Girl Scouts, and this was about 15 years ago. And my girls were part of the cheering brigade. And what I've found my passion is that I didn't know much about what Alzheimer's was, and I learned more about it. And then I fast forward many years later, my girls still stayed involved. But what I found, the lack of awareness of what it is.
Yes.
It's not a normal part of aging. It's terminal. It's the leading cause of, it's the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. And more people die with Alzheimer's than prostate and breast cancer combined. And that just shocked me because when you learn more about what this disease is and the journey that individuals and families go through, one of my cherished memories is my father with my kids. My father was always working when we were growing up, and so you only got to see him so much. But when we have a multi-generational household, but when he moved in with us and the laughter that came from his bedroom at night with my kids, and then to learn that one day that memory could be gone. And that's what I learned years ago, and to learn that still people aren't aware what Alzheimer's is and dementia. It continues to stun me, and I want to continue to support the association, support those families and individuals, to know that the Alzheimer's Association is here for you, for the caregivers, for individuals, and that's what makes my heart sing.
It's leaps and bounds though, where the education has grown, how much the education has grown about what is actually happening to these folks, because when I'm the youngest of a large family, and I didn't really know my grandparents. My grandfathers were both gone before I was born, and then my grandmothers, both of them were quite old, and it was termed senility back then, and it was just part of aging. Like nobody ever talked about the fact that maybe this could be prevented, or that there was maybe a cure of any type. So just that part of what you're discussing right now is huge. How far that we've come. Yeah.
And I know to get back to do we walk, so we have a promise garden ceremony, and we do have individuals that represent each flower that shares a little bit of their story and the reason why they walk. And and then we kick off the walk, and we do have 2 routes. We have a 3/4 of a mile as well as a 2-mile route. And it's just right around Pioneer High School. You do not cross any intersections. There's a sidewalk all the way around, so it's all ability friendly, and that's true. Obviously, parking lot, pets are encouraged.
Well, and that spot at Pioneer is so visual because it's right across the street from U of M's football stadium.
It is.
Yeah.
So, and I know it's on a Sunday and the games are on Saturdays, but if people are driving by, I mean, when we've been there, I mean, we've seen people literally pull in the parking lot and say, "Oh, we were just driving by and wondering what was happening."
Right.
And that's how you raise the awareness, is the visuality of it all.
Right.
So.
So registering for Walk is easy. You can go online. You can go to lz.org/Washtenaw. And we encourage registering online because that's the simplest, the easiest. There is no registration fee. It is free. We encourage all abilities, ages to come and join us because, like you said, the sheer numbers is the awareness campaign of it.
Yes.
The day of the event. People to stop and see, oh, I didn't know there was an Alzheimer's walk. There is. What's that all about? But we also do encourage you to raise, minimum of $100 to earn a yearly custom design T-shirt.
Yeah.
And that's unique every single year. But it's really it is an amazing event, and just the numbers of coming together and how they engage. I mean, we do have some. Well, I guess I'll hint first. We may have the U of M marching band there. It's just we're still waiting to hear about we have that in the works.
Oh, good.
So we
That's super cool.
That would be a draw for people,
right? But we do have. We have some a cappella groups that are coming. We have entertainment along the route as well. The student volunteers that come out are fantastic. And that is truly from Eastern and University of Michigan. Yeah. Honestly. They love being there and being a part of the walk itself. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. And it's, like I said, kid-friendly too. It's family-friendly. Yep. We'll have a face painter, balloon artist. We have a kid zone area. The adults can engage in these as well because we're all kids at heart, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
I'm not grown up.
So we encourage all ages and abilities to come out as well. So,
that's so cool. Yeah. Sounds like a good day.
Yeah, it is.
So.
The only thing we don't talk about, but I'll mention, is that we ask for good weather, and we've been lucky.
Yeah.
Just knocking on wood there.
Yeah.
I think the first year we were there, it rained sideways when we were there.
Oh, yeah.
At St. Joe's.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So. It did, but we were all there, and it didn't even matter.
It is rain or shine.
It didn't make a difference. There were still a crap load of people there.
It is. It's a rain or shine event.
There was still a very large amount of people there, even though it was very wet. But it was totally worth it.
It is.
Yeah.
And then, I want to just touch a little bit too when we were talking about the different funds, what supports and what the Alzheimer's Association does. It's that programs aspect of it. And it's huge because it's to support caregivers, individuals, it's education. So we have over 10 education programs that, we will come out and do for your staff, for your team, just to, simple ones such as, the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia, the 10 warning signs, so if you go to our website, so if you go to our Michigan chapter website, which is alz.org/GMC, you can have a list of all the up-to-date programs that we do offer the community, plus the support groups that we do.
I was just going to mention that.
Support groups.
Find where those are at.
I can't tell you how many times we have actually told people to go onto alz.org to find support groups. And the list that you guys have on there is incredible, because, I mean, I don't think there's a person that couldn't find a group that they could connect with. Because there's so many.
Right.
Yeah.
And they do both in person and virtual, so it fits what your schedule is.
I think
really
that's
does.
so cool, and I love that there's support groups for the people with dementia
Yes.
too.
The early onset.
It's not just it's not just the family members that need the support. It's also the people that have the early onset. Yeah.
And then most important, I have to say, it's our 1-800 number. So I have to mention this, and it's a 24/7 helpline, and that's 1-800-272-3900, and it truly is a 24/7 helpline, and it's staffed by master clinicians that are there to answer anything and everything.
Wow.
And they will connect you with the resources locally, as well as if you have a question for a family member out of state, they will connect you there as well. And I don't realize, I don't think people realize that we are a national organization, and this is a national hotline, helpline number.
That's really good to know. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
I actually did not know about that 800 number.
Oh my goodness!
So it is a good thing to know, and will be definitely something that we give out, because you can offer them a list of support groups, but who knows what questions could arise, or whatever.
I had someone share with me, they called one evening, they had a hard time getting Dad down to sleep after he woke up, was agitated, and they were just at their wits' end, and didn't have anyone who would call them, and your best friend's sleeping. It's like 3 a.m, and they called the 1-800 number and spoke with someone, and they were an ear to listen to, and they said that to them was the most heartwarming thing that they needed at that point in time. So it's something as simple as that, just an ear to talk to.
Yeah, the comfort and the support that you have, just because somebody understands what you're going through. That's great. Yeah, I love that.
Well, hopefully there's great weather for the walk on the 8th.
And so,
it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I encourage everyone to come. I know you two will be there.
The food,
right.
What did they call us? They called us something. I can't remember what they called us. The dynamic duo or something.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you two have done.
And because we do
things.
everything together, so that's just everybody knows us as
between volunteering with the committee and then helping with the refreshments for all of the participants, and we're
just the gatherers. It's all the people in the community that donate.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
So
there's so many people involved, and it's always that way. There's so many hands in that cookie jar, and you're grateful for everyone.
Yeah, the community has just embraced what we do and the organization, and I just can't be happier with just the involvement that we have had and how it continues to grow.
Well, you're pretty good at what you do.
Well, I appreciate that.
It does start somewhere, if you've got a happy, excited person out there, talking about it and promoting it, and you're good at what you do.
Oh, I thank you.
Lucky to have you.
Well, it is a passion of mine, but I work with some great people too. So it makes my job a little bit easier.
We've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
On the podcast, and we just have a really unique community here in Washtenaw County.
I will agree.
It's so different than a lot of other places when we're talking with folks. I mean, it really is a close-knit group of people who support each other in multiple ways.
Right.
We are truly the village, that everybody talks about, because, that's the thing. It takes a village. We really are here in Washtenaw County. It's just everybody is here to support each other, and it doesn't feel competitive. And it just really feels like an envelopment of love and support.
And genuine interest.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a genuine interest, yes.
Yeah.
And
people
really
want to learn. They want to better understand. The more you know, when you know better, you do better. It's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you there. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Sue, for coming on today and talking with us. We'll look forward to seeing the updates on the numbers from the walk.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, October 8th, 10 a.m., Pioneer High School.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go in another direction
Yeah.
now because we have a question, and we're gonna ask. It is our main question, and we just want to know what aging well looks like for you.
Well, I jokingly mentioned to you before, I can give you my text
Scripted version.
scripted one, where it's a proactive approach in maintaining your health, mental, and cognitive well-being. Okay.
Now give us Sue's answer.
That's
Sue's
the scripted
That's the
answer.
scripted one. Sue's answer is aging well to me is being able to continue to laugh every day, enjoy life to whatever capacity you can, because as you do age, abilities do start to go away. However, that should not stop you from enjoying what you can. So having a positive outlook and knowing that you can still enjoy life with what you do have. So to me, that's aging well and being able to laugh every day. Laughter in my life is, I believe, heals everything.
It does. It elongates your life too.
Yeah.
It really does. It actually is a proven thing.
Yeah, so that to me
is good
yeah.
for the soul and the body.
It is. Yeah. It is. So, and that's engaging in any way, through family, through friends, through community. So
it's medicine, and you serve it up every day. That's a good thing.
Yeah. So that's what I see aging well as, and I know it's different for everybody. But yeah, and I think the laughter part comes from my grandmother. She says, if I don't laugh every day, she's like, it's not a good day.
It's not a good day.
Yeah.
Why did I wake up today?
Yeah.
I can't laugh.
So she's like, you can always find laughter somewhere.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah.
Cool. Oh, well, thank you for sharing, Sue.
You're welcome.
It was great to have you.
Yes, it was.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure to have you, and the word is out. And just mention one more time where people can go to sign up for the walk.
Sign up for walk is at actalz.org/Washtenaw. And that'll take you to our landing page.
And can we ask, do you have to, is there a donation needed to walk?
There is not.
Okay.
So there is no registration fee. We encourage everyone to come out. As we said, part of raising funds is also raising awareness, and being there in numbers where everyone can see us walking is also an awareness campaign for the community who do not know we're there.
Yes.
So yeah.
Super
it.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone join the walk.
Yes.
That was A3 Aging Ann Arbor, your source for all things aging.
Please like, share, and subscribe for more episodes. Thanks for watching.
This episode was sponsored by Senior Helpers of Ann Arbor.